Hey everyone, it's Nikki and welcome to my channel. For those who are new here, I am a plant collector from Toronto, Canada, and I like propagating my plants. And if you're coming back, welcome and thank you. I hope that you are ready for more plant talk. So as it turns out, a lot of you guys love it when I talk about my Hoyas. And finally, I do have a lot of Hoya chores from the past few weeks, mostly because I've been also acquiring quite a lot of them. I was in a phase where I wanted to get rid of my bigger Hoyas, the ones with huge leaves, and I already expressed many times that I'm just done with them because they just take so much space, especially in my cabinets, and I just want them gone. So because of the new space that I have after getting rid of some of them, some are still available, some are still with me, but they are for sale now. But yeah, so now that I have space in my cabinets, I'm basically acquiring more, but this time I'm more selective with the type of Hoyas, and I already know that I just really want the ones with small leaves. So yeah, today I will be gathering the Hoyas that I was currently growing in my bins, preparing them to be moved into the cabinet, and maybe we should repot, maybe we should move to different media, which is leca. Leca is my favorite media for Hoyas. I also like pon, but for long term, I learned that leca is so much better. This is just for me because for some reason, my Hoyas that are in leca, they grow faster and they root faster and better in leca compared to pon. And I also have a few Hoyas that rotted in pon. So I don't know what the reason is behind that. In terms of watering, they all get the same schedule of watering. They are all in self-watering pots, and also they get the same nutrients, they get the same light, humidity, everything's the same. So it's just like a battle of which is better for me, like is it leca or pon. So based on how I have plants that have rotted in pon, and then I haven't had that in leca, I've decided that leca is just a better option for me. So I couldn't explain anything further anymore. I am not able to share anything, especially like the science side of it. But that's just my experience, and I just want to continue treating my plants that way because that's where they are happy. So yeah, I'm using leca. So for those that I'm growing in my bins, they are basically fresh cuttings, the ones that I just want to continue rooting. I bought them as very small cuttings of Hoyas, and now I want to grow them as my mother plants, hopefully. I think they are mostly in perlite and then fluval, or a mix of both. It depends. I want to move them into leca, and if they look okay, I would be moving them into the cabinet already. But if not, they would stay, but at least maybe have a change in the media, just so that they would acclimate already. But yeah, and then aside from that, I also acquired a bunch of new Hoyas. Some were bought, some were gifted, and I got a very nice trade. I'm going to show you guys everything. Where should I start? I also have Hoyas that I chop, and I need to pot them into perlite because they will be for sale soon. Wait, let me just gather my thoughts and figure out where to start. Okay, so I think I'm going to show you guys the Hoyas that I bought first. I wish I could remember the names. Okay. Either ways, I'm just going to flash it on the screen. Okay, so let's start with this one. This is Hoya. Wait, is it focusing? Okay, this is Hoya longilensis, something like that. I already had this before, but I kind of neglected it and it just died. So I asked my friend who has it if she has a cutting, and she does. It's already rooted, but I have to move it in a media that I like. So yeah, it's going to be a process again. There's no new growth point just yet. I don't see it, but I hope it would grow. So here's another look. Okay, so I figured my camera takes time to focus when I have a low light. Right now I have a low light. Another one that I got is this one. It's a Hoya edamame. It's a food, right? So yeah, it's really cute. I hope it doesn't get big. I don't know, but I just think what caught my attention, aside from the size, is that it's kind of fuzzy. Also the shape, and that it's kind of dark. So yeah, I bought it, and now let's see how much root it has, so that we can figure out if, oh, that there's not a lot, but I can work with this, I think. Let's see. Okay, there. So yeah, here it is. Not a lot, but I'm fine with that. Hey, focus. Okay, so there's not a lot, but I can work with that. So this one, I also had this before already. Hoya pubera. I already had it. It was a smaller cutting. I got it unrooted, and it died. Looking at it now, I do have some that looks the same in my cabinet. So the chances that this could be a double of something that I already have. And the last one that I got from this, I bought it as well. It's the serpents, just the green form, the regular one. As you guys already know, I have the splash, which is very silvery, the one that I have. And I also have the silver. And it's very, very pretty. I love it so much. They are both my favorites. So I figured I already had this before, and you know what? I thought it was so basic, I'd just get rid of it. So I sold mine. I chopped it and propped them, and then I sold them like cheaper because the one that I got was kind of a fuller pot already, and now I want it again. Just because. So I'm so happy that I was able to find one. Yeah, and then I'm going to grow it again. Okay, so more Hoyas that I bought. So I have this a long time ago. I already have them, but they just keep on crashing on me. And then I even have some friends give me a few cuttings, but they're also not stable. So this is another attempt. I still have it with me. I have many cuttings with me, but this one, I don't know. I'm just trying my luck again, so I bought it. And then this is a Lacunosa Bruno tricolor. I already have this, but I want a fuller pot. So I just grabbed another cutting from the same seller of the mint coin. I was like, you know what? I'll just, make the shipping worth it. So I have one last Hoya that I bought. Is this? This is the Hoya. Oops. This is the Hoya Micro Dwarf. It's so tiny. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's so small. There, can you see it? I hope you do. So yeah, it's so tiny. It's the Micro Dwarf, and this is a very decent size of cutting. And the seller was kind enough to send me a fresh cutting of a different. Basically, it's the same plant, but it's more sun stressed. So she said I might appreciate the difference. So this was a gift. It's so cute. I'm just so happy, and like, it's the thought that counts. Like, it's the same plant, but she wanted me to see how this one would look like. And well, I told her that I hope I could sun stress them together, like I could continue this and this one I would grow it more sun stress. And she told me that she only had it under Marinas, so it should be easy. So those are the Hoyas that I bought. Let's get rid of this. Those are the Hoyas that I bought. The last Hoyas that I'm going to show you, or the last new Hoyas that I acquired that I'm going to show you, are from a trade. I got a trade with Marnie. And she's a very, very nice person. I think I only met her online, but of course she has a lot of plant friends as well. And then I think she bought a few plants from me a couple times, and also some pots at the prop studio. And then we just casually chat about things, about plants. And then now she's into begonias, and you guys already know I have a decent collection of begonias, and I don't even share them with anyone because not a lot of people like begonias. And I'm so happy that she's into them now. So I gladly offered some for trade, and these are the Hoyas that she got. I believe I do know that she imports a lot. So yeah. This one is a Lacanosa green sword. Very interesting. It looks so different. I mean, I get why there's sword on its name. See, okay, hear me out. I don't know any history about these plants. Like, who discovered it, what kind of mutation happened, and whatever. I just know I like what I see, and if I like it, I take it. And then another one is the Hoya Lacanosa Zebra Skin. I need to put this side by side with my tiger skin, I think. For some reason, they look quite the same, but also I do believe there's a difference. I just need to see it up close. Another one from our trade is the Pollyanna IMO2. It's very small. The camera couldn't even see it. It's very small, and I like it. I like it so much. Yeah, so I was so excited to have this because it was on my wish list for a while now. And you know what, when she opened up about doing a trade, I'm usually like shy to ask for plants. Like, I do have a list of plants that I like, but a lot of times, of course, I'm not sure if the people if they have it. So I just say, you know what, show me what you have, or like what you offer for trade, and I'll be fine with that. Because either ways, like, if I get something in exchange of the plants that I'm going to like give you for trade, I'm fine with that. I either learn to like them, or basically adds a variety onto my collection, or worst case scenario, I'll just sell them, right? But apparently the Hoyas that Marnie showed me, I like them all so much. I don't even like doing trades a lot because sometimes, especially when it comes to trading, alocasia corms, which most of my experience when it comes to trades, they are mostly alocasias. I always have like bad experiences because I don't know how many times I already received a corm that reverted. That, or maybe they just really sent me a non-variegated corm, which is not fair. Yeah, so I stopped doing that. These are also part of the trade with Marnie. She also sent me I think this is a micro dwarf. So now I have like three cuttings that I'm gonna grow. And this one's also sun stressed. I don't know if you guys can see it there. And then she also sent me a cutting of the microstemma. Oh my god, this is so small. I hope that I would be able to root this. I would cry. I would cry. This is so small. I want to make Marnie proud. Come on. And this one, also a fresh cutting. I believe this is the Hoya peltata. It's so small. I'm really happy. Like, can you tell? So I hope I'd be able to root this. Like, oh my god, I would cry if I don't. And then last that I got from the trade is this SP Amber of Borneo. It does look like it's nicely sun stressed, but I can see that they are bottom cuttings of maybe an import again. And some of the leaves have dropped already, but you know what? I'm going to try to save it. Yeah, there are a few leaves already that dropped. I'm okay with that. Like, I like the challenge. So what I'm going to do now is that I'm going to wash these Hoyas that came from soil, and then I'll be back together with the pots that I'm going to use. Some are going to stay in this small size self-watering pot. Hold on a second, let me show you. So I like using this because it has clear inner pots, and I can see the roots if they're growing already. Maybe we could show some samples. For example, this one, you can see at the bottom there are roots already. So yeah. And also I'm going to grab the size that's next to this one. They are the size that I use for my Hoyas in my cabinets. And some of the Hoyas that I'm rooting here, I think they're ready, as well as some of the Hoyas that I bought. The serpents, the pubera, the two that I got from the trade. So I'll be grabbing 4 or more. Okay, so I'm back and I finished washing the Hoyas that came from soil, and the ones that came from perlite, they will be fine because I'm just going to put them back into perlite or leca, depending. So whew, we should start. I'm going to be using these pots. They are my older pots that I already use for Hoyas. And although it's not transparent, the inner pots, I'm okay with that because the Hoyas that I'm going to put in here are the ones that are rooted well already. You just have to trust the process, I think. And I grabbed a few trellis for the 2 lacunosas that I'm going to put in here. Probably need to grab more. Yeah, and I have a new size of trellis, and this is perfect for the mini pot. So they will be available at the prop studio very soon. But it's so cute. Yeah. So for this one, this is the Hoya lacunosa zebra skin. I'm just going to move it straight ahead into leca. Here's the new trellis. I don't really use the bottom part. We don't need it because the pots that I'm using, it has holes like that. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it fits the trellis perfectly like that. So I don't really need that. It holds the trellis for me. There. So now we just start potting. I don't know if you guys like it when you see my mess. Should I put the camera down? Maybe I should. Okay, I'll do that. I mean, I don't like showing my face anyways. But it's kind of messy, and I'm just worried that some of you won't like what you're going to see. I think I was called out last time for the mess that I made. But yeah, it is what it is. I'm going to put the camera down. I'm going to bring the camera down so that you guys can see what I'm doing. Okay. So these are the cuttings, and I'm just going to put them there on the middle of the pot so that they can just grow there nicely and peacefully. There. And then when it starts growing, I'm just going to guide it onto the trellis just like that. But for now, just let it do whatever it wants. There. So this is the zebra skin from the trade. Lacanosas grow so fast, that's why I already put a trellis. Less work for me long term, because I don't have to like grab the pot again and then put on some trellis next time. Yeah, just do it now. The plant will thank you later. Here's another, and we're opening a new trellis. Again, we don't need the pointy part. This one is for the green sword. Here's the green sword. Okay, so we have 3 cuttings of the green sword. There. There. That's the green sword, and once they start growing, I'll just guide them onto the trellis. Other Hoyas that I think should be put into a pot should be the pubera and then the serpents. So for the pubera, I really want it on this pot as well. I'm thinking if I need a trellis for this or no. Do we want it trailing? No trellis for this one because I like the idea of letting it trail. But for now, I'm going to use the prop clips or pins from the prop studio so that I could hold it into place and maybe encourage more growth. Let's do that. And then now we pot this. And I want to use the self-watering pot, and we're not going to use the trellis for this, so we'll do it. We'll just plant them like that. I think this is enough. There, and then I'm going to use the clips again just to help it encourage, you know, rooting into the media, and that we could get a fuller pot as well. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so I think I'm happy with how it's looking like right now, and we should bring them into the cabinet first, just so that we could make space in here. Let's see. Dun, 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 dun. I'm going to flush water. I'm going to flush them first. Bring this back again. Brought them here. What else do I need to bring there? Nothing yet. Okay, so when I return, we'll proceed to potting the smaller ones into leca, and then even if they're still in the small pots, I would say I'll try to put them in the cabinet already. So that's what we're going to do. I'll be back. I forgot to include something that I was just growing here in the plant room. This is a Bella that I have, and it's the Alba Marginata. I think I'm going to pot it in here for now, since it's smaller. But originally I was hoping that I could pot them all here in the bigger one. It's where my inner variegated one is potted at the moment, and then I also have this sandwich var. I wanted to be potted in there too, but I'm currently monitoring its roots. So yeah, but for this one, I'll just pot it here. This was a cutting that I got from Catherine, also known as Eugen Tropical. So there. It was rooted in water, so I'm assuming it would take the transition to leca better. There. Look at that. It's so nice. I now have all the bellas. I'm trying to get myself a green one, the original one, and then one of my from the sandwich var, I think. Oh no, this one's from the variegated, kind of reverted. I'm hoping it would continue. So for now, I just have to wait and see if it's going to continue. If it does, then it means I don't need to buy the green form. So this one is the Pollyanna, I think, because it has a decent root. So I'd say we do it now. Yeah, just like that. I'll check if this one's rooted well. I think it is somehow. Okay, so far it has decent size of roots, and I think we can transition it into leca now. Here, you see that? Yeah, I can work on that. This one is my Bruno, Lacanosa Bruno. Looks like it's ready. Looks like it's ready to be potted into leca. I need a trellis for this if that's the case. And then I have a new cutting that I need to start rooting. I think this is nicely potted and that it would encourage more roots to grow. And then the next few growths, I would guide them onto the trellis. Sounds like a plan. This one, I'm a little bit worried moving it into leca. It's too small, but I think they are rooting well. I can see it from here. I think this is a Hoya Boissier. I might just need to add more perlite on top of it, just so you know. These are new perlite. And then I'll flush it with water later. So yeah, we're not really touching it that much. Okay, so this one is the Hoya Lacanosa Golden Flame. It's not yet well rooted, so but I want it here on this pot. Look at that. It's not well rooted just yet. I want it in perlite there. This is Lacanosa Laos. Also not that a lot of roots just yet, but moving into perlite might help, because at least for my experience, they do well in perlite. I feel like there's so many of you guys enjoying my Hoya contents, but just so you guys know, my #1 collection, like at least for me, still alocasia. They're like my main collection. Hoyas is probably next, maybe even third, because also after alocasia I would say begonias. I don't know, I think I'm just kind of like looking like a huge Hoya head, because I've been sharing a lot of videos about them, mostly chores, but I think that should be understandable given the fact that there are a lot of varieties of Hoyas. You guys already know that. So let me show you what I have in front of me now. These ones, they will be put in the cabinet. They are all rooted. Some are just small. So let's encourage them to grow, give them the environment they need, acclimate them in their permanent home, which is my cabinet. That's the Hoya cabinet. And then for these ones, I need to continue rooting them or something. So we'll just let them be. Stay there for a while. Some are rooted already, some are not. So we'll just really continue. These ones over here, they are rooted, but we ran out of self-watering pots. And I'd like to continue growing them here anyways. Just move them into leca. They came from soil, both of them. And then here's the last batch. They are all fresh cuttings. None of them are rooted, so we'll hope for the best, because I really like this batch of Hoyas. The tricolor Bruno, I already have that, but I want more. I want a fuller pot. This is the micro stemma, the micro dwarf, 2 plants in there, and then the peltata. Okay, I'm back into the plant room, and I was able to water, or basically just flush the media of the ones that I potted in the self-watering pots and the square pots that has drainage, and as well as the few that are in cups. I just tilted them and got rid of the water, but basically I wet the media and that should be fine. Now that they look nice, because I basically washed the leaves as well, I thought you guys might appreciate a close-up look for the plants that I'm keeping for myself. So again, the ones that I've showed earlier, they are my plants. They are small because they're newly acquired. I'm growing them or I'm retrying them. I probably had them already before and then they died or whatever reason. So now I'm going to show them up close again. Okay, so let's start with this one. This one over here is a cutting of Hoya Holiana. I believe it's a carnosa, right? So yeah, I moved it into leca already. Wait, has it been in leca already? I don't know, but yeah, it's rooted well. So I hope it would grow just fine in here. Honestly, that's my only wish for my Hoyas. This one over here is the Hoya Hypolacia, whatever. This is weird. It was rooted well already, and then I moved it into leca just today. But it's not growing any leaves. It's just this one over here, and it's annoying. Yeah, it's so annoying, but I have no choice. I have to wait. Right? Patience is a virtue, as they say. Do I listen to them? Maybe not. This one over here is my Hoya, the IMO8. So they are very small. If you guys could see this, this is probably the good one. The others look so weird and dark, and you probably won't see it because it's in fluval. It's in stratum. So yeah, but they are very tiny and they turn red when they sun stress. I think I have a few photos on my Instagram. The reason why it's here, it's already in my cabinet and it's doing fine. The reason why it's back here is because I'm trying to, as you guys can see, there's a lot of prop clips or pins in there. I'm trying to encourage more root growth so that it would be more established and stronger plant before I move it into leca. So I also hope that it would get fuller somehow. So yeah, we're still gonna grow it. It stays here. This one is the top cutting of my Minibel Splash. Love and hate relationship with this one. I kind of like it because it's still small somehow. I would consider it small, but hate because it started losing its splash. This one is very splashy. My mother plant is very splashy. It's just that I found someone who wants a bigger plant, and I was like, you know what, you can take this. I'll just snip off top cutting. So now it's with someone else, and the top cutting that I kept for myself is acting up. That's what's happening. This one over here, it's my Hoya Boise. Small leafer as well. I remember not long ago when I bought this, they look like bottom cuttings of some imports and no sign of growth, but now here it is. I'm glad it survived. It took me quite some time before I started seeing new growth, so yeah. I bought this one together with it. It's the Minutiflora, and this one basically crashed. They were also multiple cuttings, but all of them just turned yellow, died, and then I was left with one, which is this. And I'm surprised it's growing. It was just a very sad journey with this one, but now I'm glad that it's growing. Minutiflora. And then I also have this Lacanosa. This is the Lacanosa Laos. So yeah, I have yet to see its difference with the others because it's kind of like the same with, you know, Langkawi Island, I think. Kind of similar. Maybe in size. Langkawi Island is very small, so yeah. I also have this Lacunosa Golden Flame. It's not yet showing now, but there it is, and hopefully when it grows more, it would show more of its variegation. There. Yeah, but it needs to continue rooting because it was a fresh cutting, I believe, and then it haven't really rooted just yet. Another Hoya Lacunosa. Here is the Midori. I don't know how many of this I already got. I always buy fresh cutting and then they always die, and then here I am again. But there's a new growth point, so hopefully it grows and just continue to do its thing. So it's the Queen Midori. This one is my Lacunosa Soma. And my mother plant is in my cabinet. I just took the top cutting just because I want to grow it and put it back on its pot to make it fuller. So right now the mother plant looks weird with, you know, a chop. And then hopefully there'll be like new growth points. Many of them, I hope. But this is the top cutting and it looks so cute in this pot. It's so tiny. And it's so pink, effortlessly pink. And yeah, it's so beautiful. I really love this one. Let's see what else we have in here. I have a very intriguing Hoya. This too. I don't know if I shared this already. Probably did. Or no, but anyways, I'll say it again. This too came from the same mother plant. It's from my friend Tiana. Next level foliage. Oh wait, next foliage. So she gave this to me, and she said they are two cuttings from the same mother plant. And she showed me the mother plant. It's a Lacunosa Super Silver. That's it. It's the same mother plant, and I believe her because I saw it myself. But then they started growing differently. The other one is more silver, and in the beginning they are very chunky. They are heart-shaped, but then the new growth, the new leaves are not as thick and chunky, and they're not really that heart-shaped. Yeah, I was hoping that it would continue, but it's looking really nice, more on the silver side. And then this one, I do have the Lacunosa Silver Black, and it looks like it. It looks very much like it, except Silver Black, the leaves have a texture somehow. But this is a very smooth leaves. It's kind of like the typical Lacunosa Super Silver, kind of like the mint coin texture, if you know what I'm trying to say here. But yeah, but still crazy that they came from the same mother plant. So funny. I love it. So yeah, it's just the Super Silver, but I'm keeping them and I'm separating them both because who knows what will happen. It's still fun to like just experiment. This one is another that came from Tiana. I believe this is the, hey, come on, focus. I believe this is the Bortonay. I'm not sure if it's variegated or not. Maybe not, but it's well rooted already in leca. I'll just wait until it has a growth point so that I would transfer it into its pot and then maybe include it in the cabinet already. This is one from the Hoyas that I bought. This is the Hoya edamame. And like I said, I'm moving them into leca soon. So now it should be in perlite, which works the same because it came from soil. So yeah, and although it has a decent size of roots, it doesn't have a growth point yet. So it's just gonna be these two leaves for a while, and we just have to wait, just like the Bortonay. I also have this upcordata. It's currently in stratum and I'm waiting for a growth point. I can see the roots already. It's growing fine, but like I said, there's no growth point yet, so I'll just wait. I'll just wait here. Another one that I bought. This is the Black-oensis bar, variegated, and it's already growing, but I figured I should just wait some more, just because this is my third attempt on this plant, on this Hoya, and I always kill it because I always get fresh cuttings. So now, even though it's kind of rooted already, I just really wanna wait until it's more stable. So patience, 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 patience. This one is not a Hoya. This is the Skidia hirtusa, and there's a flower. Look at that. It's so cute. It's so tiny. I'm still growing it somehow. It's doing fine and it's blooming. It's so cute. Do I see roots? Not a lot. So I'll just leave it be. I have an imposter here in this bin. And then this is the SP Amber of Borneo. The one that I got from the trade, and although it's not looking really nice, I mean really good right now, but we're gonna hope for the best and just hope that it would grow. We pray and honestly we just ignore. So that's it for, oh sorry, that's it for the ones that fit the bin. That's it for there. And then I have a few others that I'm just going to put in a mini greenhouse over here. This one is a fresh cutting, a top cutting of my Laconosa white snow. Wait, show yourself. Yeah, it's the top cutting of my white snow. It's really nice. It's really beautiful. You can see the difference compared to the silver, super silver, whatever. So I wanted a fuller pot, just like my Soma. So now I separated, you know, the top cutting, and I'm growing it here before I put it back onto its pot. This is the Longilensis. Yeah, I'm just trying to see if it's going to like leca for now, before I figure out how I'm going to pot it soon. And then another mint coin, just because I need to keep on trying. Yeah, and then I have a bunch more. Probably going to prop them. But yeah, so I have a few here. And then a few more here. These are all fresh cuttings. So this is the Bruno, Lacanosa Bruno tricolor. I want a full pot. Now it looks like I do have it. But yeah, I need to keep on rooting them. I just chopped them earlier, as you guys were able to see. And then this is the Peltata, fresh cutting as well. Came from the trade. So I'm hoping that this would root, because it's one of the Hoyas that I was so excited about for this trade. And then this is the Microstemma. So small. It's so cute. And then here's the Micro Dwarf. 2 cuttings from different people. But I really love it. I want a full pot. The other one is in the cabinet already because it's kind of rooted and it's in leca now. I'll show you guys later how it looks like in there. But for now, I'm just going to put this all in the greenhouse. I also have this. I already showed it to you guys earlier. But for this one, although it's in soil and it has a lot of decent roots, there's a tiny growth that I don't want to disturb, so I'm just going to let it do its thing. I know I already said I don't like soil, but not to the point that I would just basically move them while they're doing something like a new leaf. So I'll just leave it be for now, and I'm going to fix the Hoyas that I have in here and put them where they should be. So that's it for now. with my Hoya chores, and I really enjoyed doing this with you guys, and I hope to give you guys more update about these Hoyas. So thank you so much for joining me in my repot and Hoya chore session. And if you like this video, please don't forget to subscribe and give this video a like. That will help my channel so much, given that I am very new into this thing. And I hope I see you soon. Bye.